What's popping I mean YouTube. Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Naruto characters, because I have a new wave of Lego Naruto figures, and we're going to be starting off with the character from Boruto, who magically managed to sneak his way into a Naruto figure bundle. He has a very nice new arm piece, or hand piece, which is actually two connections, one pin connection, one with like a loop which fits around the other one, to have that five-headed snake look. He has this nice light blue, dark blue, white color scheme going on here, and I do believe he is the child of Orochimaru here. Very cool, comes with a nice little shuriken, and I don't know how he managed to sneak his way in here, but he did, so we're just going to shove him off back there. Next, we have this guy who is the bug dude. Not really a fan of him, but he was in the bundle, so I had to get him. He has this nice green and gunmetal gray color scheme, nice arm printing, leg printing, back torso printing. No back head printing, unfortunately, but he does come with this Lego power piece, which Lego doesn't do anymore, because it was snapping minifigure's hands, but it is unfortunate because it was a very good piece. One that they shoved into most sets, and I'm just upset that they stopped using it, to be fair. It was a good little power piece, and gave for some good power effects for Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and some others of the like. Sticking with that group, I don't remember what the group was called or what their number was, but we have Hinata here, which I have had a Lego Hinata before, but this is a different one, as this one does not have any back head printing, has some blue power arms, and some nice back torso printing, side leg printing, and just stuff like that. Nothing too exciting with this Hinata figure. Again, she doesn't have her Byakugan back head print, which is unfortunate, but oh well, what can you do? And she is the character from Fortnite. However, moving on to the leader of that group, the sensei, which is this lady. I forget what her powers are. I forget what she does, and I forget her name. But she has this nice like bandage look, netting look, and she does come with a kunai and a little message thing. And her hairpiece actually is two pieces that you clip together and put on the head there as well. No back head printing, but she's pretty cool, and she is the sensei of this group, so it is nice to have her here. But going to my favorite of the group, which is Kiba, who has a nice gunmetal gray outfit. He doesn't come with Akamaru, which is unfortunate, but he has a nice head print, which he has this very confident smirk with. And then he does have the Naruto hairpiece in a brown. He does come with the kunai and another little scroll there, but he is the coolest figure here in this nice gunmetal gray. And again, he is my favorite from this group, which we love to see. Moving on to the next group, we are going to start with the Sensei, which is the smoker guy who does die and Shikamaru does take over for. And he does have this nice overcoat, which basically just has the same printing underneath it. He has two sort of knuckle duster, like, knives. He has some nice arm printing. He has a back head printing from where he gets reanimated, I do believe, in the show. And he does have a nice new hair mold, which I think is pretty cool. But we'll have him at his time from when he was alive, because, I feel like that is just fitting for him here, because we are going to take a look at the rest of his crew. So we will start with the girl, forget her name, but here she is. I forget what her powers as well. For whatever reason, I feel like she goes invisible, or can shapeshift. That's like what it's giving, but I don't know. And she has a very worried, sort of angry, shocked expression on the back, which is very cartoony and one which I do like. It's giving Adventure Time, and I think it's very cool. She does also have a nice hairpiece, which is also two pieces which you clip together, with the ponytail at the back, and then she also has some printing on it with that hair clip there as well, which is pretty cool. Again, didn't really like her in the show, but it's nice to get her here because it does come with some of my favorite characters from her group, which is Choji. He's the character which gets fat and gets strong. Pretty cool. I like his armor there with the red and the silver. Has some nice face printing, nice swirls there, nice back torso printing, some nice head mold for the hair. It's some nice printing on there as well. Again, one of my favorites from this team, and he does come with a kunai and a shuriken. Moving on to Shikamaru, which is pretty much identical to the sensei here. However, he does come with a seal, He is my favorite from this team and one of my favorites from the show. He's so smart, and I didn't have an anime figure of him until I gave it away to a charity shop. And he does have, again, the same overcoat, and he does have a little bit of an angry expression on the back, but I prefer his confident front facial expression where he's about to go, such a drag. And he is very cool. It has a very nice sort of hairpiece there as well, which is his top knot. Moving on to some characters which I don't really know too much about, I am going to be honest, is this guy. He looks very powerful, has a sword, which is like two pieces shoved together to put on his arm there, which is the same arm printing at this side. Some nice back hair printing, nice back printing, and then a very angry front facial expression. But he does come with a dinosaur tail at the back, which has some spikes on it, and then as well as a hairpiece, which we are going to take a look at in a second here. Just let me finalize the build of the character. I have watched all of Naruto, but I forget this guy. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I just cannot remember who he is for the life of me. I don't remember his name either, but he has two versions in this figure set. One with the tail and the backbones and the hair there, which looks pretty menacing. Don't know who he fights, but oh well. And then we have this version of him. I think he's the bone guy that Rock Lee fights, which is pretty cool. Very moody facial expression there, nice torso print, and then a back one with like a little bit of a maze on him and his teeth showing. This is the outfit that Sasuke wears when he's working with Orochimaru, so I'm going to assume it's one of Orochimaru's minions. And I will put it to the other facial expression with all the little pieces across there because it is the cooler facial expression for the character, just with so much more detail on there. But I do believe it's the same character because it uses the same hairpiece. And he has the similar white bone power. And I do believe it is the white bone man, but I could be wrong with that information. Alright, moving on to Sasuke's little group here, which is this rock guy, which is when he gets angry, he loses control and gets these rock abilities. And I do believe he's another Orochimaru minion, and he does have a very basic facial expression on the back. He has some nice rock arms, and he does come with this orange hairpiece here as well, and he's part of Sasuke's little crew. He does come with two spare arms, which is just arms with some muscle printing on there and some purple at the top. And he also comes with an Akatsuki cloak, which, again, I don't want him to wear at this moment in time. Moving on to Sasuke's love interest, or the girl that loves Sasuke here, who has some glasses, kunai, little scroll there, nice printing all around, and then a very lovey facial expression on the back from where she loves Sasuke, and then very confident at the front. She does have some nice red hair, which does go around the character very similarly to Sasuke's, and again, she does also come with an Akatsuki cloak with some unique printing around the chest there to show that it is hers. Going on to the last one, this is the shark guy, the water guy, also part of Sasuke's crew, who has the big buster sword, very confident looking, and then a pretty, stern look towards the back there. And he does have the white hair, and he is my favorite out of Sasuke's group, and does also have the Akatsuki cloak there with the unique printing at the top to make it look like him, or to make it his Akatsuki cloak. Sorry, I dropped the hairpiece. Just putting it on now so I can put him with the rest of them. Again, they all wear purple, which is very cool. Moving on to the Sasuke one. This is his body. I do need to steal the legs though. But because I already have a Sasuke Lego figure with this outfit, which is a very good outfit, his very iconic outfit, but I'd rather have the Akatsuki version of Sasuke here. So we do have a kunai and a blade, but we do need to steal the legs from this figure for the Akatsuki one. And I will show you this figure here. So it is the Akatsuki cloak piece with the Sasuke special bit at the bottom. He does have the Sasuke eyes and then the bleeding eye there as well with a bleeding mouth. And he does come with the Sasuke hairpiece here, which, finalizes the figure and makes it Sasuke, because it is his crow haircut there, which is peak. Again, one of my favorite characters from the series. Moving on to the last one from this bundle, which is Itachi here, which is the reanimated Itachi, which does come with a nice crow piece, which has the special eyes there. We then have the eyes from the mask there. For whatever reason, the nice eyes on him, and then some nice back torso printing. He does come with a kunai as well, and then he also comes with a big brown coat with his necklace on it to show that it is his. And that is all the figures that I got in this bundle. Again, I think this is a really good bundle. Sasuke's crew, and then a couple of the teams from before. It will go nicely with my other Naruto figures, which is Rock Lee, Gaara, um, Sasuke, Killer Bee, Sasuke, Itachi, and then two other Narutos as well. So building up my Naruto collection again, because I used to have quite a few of them, and I did review them all on the channel, but unfortunately I did sell them. So, building up that collection again with some characters that I didn't have before is really nice as well. So yeah, honestly, a really cool bundle. I think it is some of the more iconic characters from Naruto, excluding the Akatsuki. But it is nice to get some more Akatsuki cloaks for maybe some Lego customs. I don't know. We'll see. But it is some of my favorite characters that I finally have in Lego form because I didn't get that before. Other than that, let me know what you all think down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one. I have quite a few Sasuke figures and quite a few Kiba figures, so this is going to be good. Now that I have them in Lego, just completing the all-round collection. Funkos, anime figures, and Lego figures.